can a hidden secret change your life? Today, we will travel to a small village to discover the secret of the golden jar. Listen, learn, and find the true treasure. Welcome to WSN English Tales. Once upon a time, in a small quiet village surrounded by green hills, lived an old man named Thomas and his son, Leo. Thomas was a wise farmer who spent his whole life working hard, while Leo was a young man who always dreamed of becoming rich quickly without putting in much effort. One day, Thomas fell very ill. He called Leo to his bedside and said, "My son, my time is short. I have left you our small house, the land, and a secret golden jar. It is buried somewhere in the backyard. It contains the most valuable thing I own. But you must only look for it after you have plowed the entire field." A few days later, Thomas passed away. Leo was heartbroken, but soon his mind turned to the golden jar. He imagined it filled with gold coins, sparkling diamonds, and endless wealth. Determined to find the treasure, Leo took his father's old plow and went to the backyard. The field was large, dry, and full of weeds. Leo had never worked so hard in his life. On the first week, his hands were covered in blisters, and his back ached. He dug deep into the soil, searching for the jar, but found nothing. By the second week, he had turned over half of the field. He was exhausted, but the thought of the golden jar kept him going. By the end of the month, Leo had completely plowed and turned over every single inch of the field. Yet there was no golden jar. There was no treasure. Leo sat on the dirt and wept. He felt angry and betrayed by his father. "Why did he lie to me?" Leo cried out to the empty field. An old neighbor, who was watching Leo from across the fence, walked over. He smiled kindly and said, "Leo, your father was a wise man. He never lied. Look at your field now. The soil is soft, rich, and ready. It would be a shame to waste it. Why don't you plant some seeds?" Leo realized the neighbor was right. Since the hard work was already done, he bought some tomato and corn seeds and planted them. Because the soil had been plowed so deeply and cared for so well, the crops grew faster and healthier than anyone else's in the village. A few months later, Leo's field was overflowing with beautiful ripe vegetables. He sold them at the market for a very high price. As Leo stood in the market, holding a heavy bag of money earned from his own hard work, he finally understood his father's lesson. The golden jar wasn't buried in the ground. The true treasure was the value of hard work, patience, and the fertile land his father had left him. From that day on, Leo became a proud, successful farmer, grateful for the greatest gift his father could ever give him.